Good afternoon, our distinguished guests, our friends from over the world. Welcome to the 2025 OpenHarmony Technical Forum in Rotterdam. Today is Sunday and it's a sunny day. We are gathered in the so nice weather here. I'm Jessie Liu, the Corporation Manager from Huawei. It's my honor to guide today's event. Okay, let me begin by introducing our distinguished speakers. Dr. Chen Haibo, Foundation Chair of Open Harmony Technical Steering Committee, ACM Fellow, HB Fellow, and Chair of ACM SIGOPS. Welcome, Haibo. The Juan Rico, Oniro Program Manager at Eclipse Foundation. Welcome, Juan. Mm. Jaroslav Marek. I'm sorry, I don't know how to say your name. Yeah, thank you. Chair of Oniro Marketing Committee and head of the Open Source Technology Center of Huawei Warsaw Research Center. Yeah, welcome. Xia Yubin, Director of the Open Harmony Technical Club at Shanghai Jiaotong University. Welcome. Kevin Booth, Principal Software Architect at FutureWay and the Tech Lead of Program Project Robius. Welcome. And Magnus Morton, the technical expert at the Program Language Lab of Huawei Edinburgh Research Center. Welcome, Magnus. And Hatim, software developer at the QT company. And Rahi Sharma, the software engineer at Igalia. Welcome. And a special welcome to Liu Yang, the vice president of Hope The Chinese name is Renhe Software Corporation Company. Yes, welcome. Okay, now let's welcome Chen Haibo to give us the welcome speech.
Thank you, Jesse, for the nice introduction. And good afternoon, everyone, and also good evening for audience online. Dear professors, expert, and colleagues, um, it's really our great honor to welcome you to join the Open Harmony Technical Forum at Rotterdam. And on behalf of the Technical Steer Committee of the Open Harmony Project Group, I would like to extend my warm welcome to everyone to join us on the forum. Um, I would like to thank the professors, experts, and the colleagues from for their for you delivery preparations you have made for the upcoming speeches for this forum. I looked at the program and I'm really excited to the program, and I really hope to use these opportunities to engage with everyone on Open Harmony. I think everyone could agree that open system is very important, and the ecosystem and open source is key to the ecosystem, because from a global perspective, software technologies are actually playing an increasingly important role uh, for software-based industries and then the digital and the intelligent transformations. And I think we can take a very simple analogy. If we compare our smart device as a human body, the operating system must be the central nervous systems, right? So if you have no central nervous systems, the body is just nothing. So they are the key to improve the performance, building competence, and also enabling the ecosystem. And as an operating system person, we know that an operating system have been there since 1956. It's almost 16 decades since their emergence. Operating system has already promoted the development of information industries for many times. And the operating systems from different historic period has also various technical features. and the human machine interactions, and also the eco collaboration mechanisms. And the different areas demand different operating systems. And I'm sure everyone agrees that we are entering into a fully collected, intelligent world, right? So just see how AI has been mentioned for every day, right? So we see a lot of technology advances in the AI industry as well. So for this new era, we definitely need a new operating system foundation, especially given that it must be open sourced to ensure that we can seamlessly collaborate using this foundation. So Huawei's business has evolved from product focus to balancing between products as well as the ecosystem development. So we also attach great importance to building a software ecosystem oriented to intelligent world and also committed to providing better choices for global users and developers. So since 2020, Huawei contributes its basic capabilities of the Harmony OS to the Open Autumn Foundation, and which leads the launch of the Open Harmony open source project groups. So, as the technical steering committee chair of Open Harmony, we are committed to bring together resources from industry, academia, and the research institute together um, to define and maintain the technical system and also the visions and architectures of Open Harmony. So we have set up various mechanisms to boost the ecosystem of Open Harmony. For example, we have set up a technical club together with over 100 top universities in China. We also have established influential platforms for industry, academia, research synergy, such as the Open Harmony Technical Conference and also the Open Harmony City Technical Forum. And last year, we are actually I'm so glad to see a lot of old friends here because we met together at the OCX 2024, which we introduced Open Harmony and its strategic collaboration with Onira. So um, we also host a wide range of activities, including online lectures, forums, competitions, and also the incubation of technology and the industry standards. For example, last year we incubate new projects for the Open Harmony technical project groups. So this greatly enhanced the technique and also the ecosystem of Open Harmony. So Open Autumn Foundations has signed a collaboration agreement with the Eclipse Foundation at a Eclipse Camp in 2023, and then enable the development of Onira. I see a lot of our colleagues from Onira here, so yeah, welcome back again. And Onira is an open source project that's building on the solid foundation of Open Harmony and also enhancing and expanding its capabilities to ensure compatibility and interoperability across all regions and across hardware of different types, from graphics-rich mobile devices to IoT devices. So we are honored to have all of you with us here in the forum, so many top experts. And I saw a lot of you are going talk in depth about the latest the technical achievement of smart device operating systems and the key strategies for building an international ecosystem. Actually, I saw Yubing is also going to host an Open Harmony workshop at S Plus and URSys tomorrow. So um, we encourage everyone to think creatively to spark innovations and explore the infinite possibilities for smart device operating systems. So finally, I wish this forum offers success. And thank you everyone again for coming and enjoy the forum. Thanks.
Sorry. Thank you. Thank you for Heibo's speech. And now we start the report session. I must mention that every report we have 17 minutes report and followed by 3 minutes Q&A. Okay? Thank you. And the first report is from the first speech is from Haibo Chen, and the name is Open Harmony Technology Innovation and Ecosystem Practice. Welcome, Haibo.
Okay, so just give me 17 minutes. So I'm an operating system person, so I must schedule the slides precisely to meet the deterministic schedule. Okay, so yeah, glad to. Okay, sorry. Okay, yes. Okay, so many will cover three aspects. The first one is the trends, and the second one is technology, and the third one is ecosystem. So I hope I think during the opening speech, I hope I have convinced you that smart mobile operating systems has become the key pillar of smart devices because it's sits between the hardware and the applications. So it's very important for the user experience and for the application ecosystems, and also uh, okay. So it's also very important for the cloud service entry as well. Um, so its evolution uh, also was driven by three aspects. One is hardware advancement, and second one is application model evolution, and the third one is operating system technology innovations. So if we're looking back to the history, right? So if we want to look into the future, we must look back to the history. If we look back to the history, we can see that since the first invention of the first operating systems, which is called HMNAIO, if of course according to its name, is for batch processing, for input and output. And so we have the operating system has experienced several stages. The first one is for multitasking to improve the performance. I remember almost um, 16 years ago, so someone mentioned that we probably we only need five computers for all of the world. And at that time, if you're building an operating system, you're just building operating system for the entire, for example, Great Boston area, right? So the performance is very important, and we must do multiplexing very well. And then we enter into the um, keyboard and also the mouse based human interactions. So we enter into the PC internet. So we're still using PC, right? So it didn't disappear. And so here, human computer interaction is very important. So we have a graphics user interface, which we still use it right now. And then we enter into the mobile internet era, which we use a touch-based UI because finger is the most natural way to interact with the computer, right? So um, we have gained a lot of success, and it has transformed everyday everyone's life for the mobile internet era. I think we're still using a lot of operating systems. Right now, we have smartphones, we have laptops, we're still using the operating systems. But now we have been entering into the uh, fully collected intelligent world, and we must care a lot about the intelligence as well as its adaptabilities across different devices and how we collect different devices together to form a super terminal device. Okay, so in the collective intelligent era, we have several evolution trends. The first evolution trend is performance gains from the bottom to the top, right? So I think since maybe last 2 decades, we are highly relying on the Moore's law, right? So we must rely on semiconductors progress to gain much better performance. But the diminishing return for semiconductor advancement is also decreasing. So we must pay a lot of attention to the software algorithms as well as hardware architectures. I think this exports great opportunities, especially for smart device operating systems, because it's very complex and it's very unique that it's not just that the operating system run as fast as you can. It's it is must be running um, just to the right point, right? So, for example, you touch the screen, you want to get the response at the right time. You just let me give the talk. I give like 70 minutes to for my presentation. If I just give 5 minutes, then I'm done. Probably all you guys are very disappointed. But if I give the talk for 30 minutes, you're also very angry, right? So it's also it's very similar to smart operating systems resource management. So there's a lot of opportunities for architectural designs with software and hardware chip synergies. This opens actually much more performance opportunities compared to the semiconductor advancement. The second evolution trend is the diversified devices bring a fragmented ecosystem, right? So I saw a lot of you have a lot of devices, right? So at least I saw you, a lot of you have a smartwatch and you have a smartphone, you have a laptop, right? So I think currently they're actually different ecosystems, and it's not very easy for you to manage all these devices together, and so this is also a lot easier for the application developers. They need to write three versions of the devices, and also because we have different laptops, different smartphones, this means that you have even more applications to write. So this is very a lot of creates a lot of headaches. So we pose this kind of paradox of classes in insect. It's like that we must unify them together. So we must have a unified architecture, and the collected intelligence can bring cohesive power. So we propose an architecture principle called the one operating system kit for all, instead of not just one operating system for all, because it's very difficult. So we must, because different devices have different resources, so we must decompose an operating system with different modules. For example, OpenHarmony has over 1,000 modules which you can configure for different scenarios. So the third trend is that user expect scenario specific experience, right? So I think for every day's life, we can easily uh, classify this into different scenarios. For example, we're currently we're having a conference, right? So this is a conference scenarios, and also for traveling is a traveling scenarios. You have your leisure time, it's probably the entertainment scenarios. But for different scenarios, we must have multiple devices collected together to serve one single purpose, but probably for multiple purposes. I think this is contrast a lot for the traditional way of using devices. The traditional way is just one person, one device at one time. But now it's multi devices for multi persons. So this is a paradigm shift. So the fourth trend is AI. So you're right. So I'm operating system person, but I see a lot of people in our community probably dislike AI because it has a lot of hypes. But I must say that we must embrace AI because it's also going to transform mobile applications, right? So, for example, when we right now, we I think for the mobile internet era, we mainly use the touch-based UI to interact with the smartphone. But now we actually must use kinds of various ways to interact with the smart devices. Just for the phone, I think it's officially selling today in China. It's called Imperial X. It has several very interesting features, which I like very much. Um, one of the feature is called you can use your eyeball movement to control um, the kinds of like the when you're reading a book, you turn to the next page, you just can use your eyeball move to control uh, the move of your pages. So this is very interesting, and this is completely different from traditional human computer interaction. So this is also related to AI. And another feature is that you could like using use your hands, and you wanted to grab one finger and you release in another computer, then you could easily move one picture to another picture. So this is very easy and very natural to consumers. So the key here is that how we turn the human computer interaction from action-based to intent-based oriented. We must the operating system must understand the intent of the user, right? So just for the two examples I just show you. Okay, given the trends, we are also trying to embrace the evolution trends with technology advancement. So we wanted to empowering a collective intelligent world with OpenHarmony. So here is the picture about the OpenHarmony and its position upon in the open whole ecosystem. Right. So because a lot of people talk to me, what is OpenHarmony? What is Harmony OS? And what is Oniro? Right. So here is the picture. So you can see that OpenHarmony serves as a foundation for both Harmony OS and also for other commercial use products, including also Oniro as well. So, and we wanted to also build a unified ecosystems for application and services so that different operating systems um, based on OpenHarmony can enjoy the community advancement and also efforts. So we also trying to have the architectural design to ensure that OpenHarmony fits the collected intelligent world. So we have a vision that we need to building operating system foundation for and ecosystems for federated all scenario in a fully collected world. So this is our vision. And the philosophy is that we want to build a unified ecosystem and open source for a win-win situation, right? So people can work together based on OpenHarmony, and people can who contribute to OpenHarmony can also benefit from OpenHarmony as well. So we also have a number of architectural characteristics, including how we have a decoupled architecture for elastic development, and how we have heterogeneity concurrency for vertical integration. And also we want to have a free transition um, to support intelligent collaborations for different scenarios. And also we wanted to simplify the development for consistent experience. So I think it's building our princess had a very simple. I just have a very two simple goals. One is make the user happy, right? So the second one is make the development happy. So if the user and the development developers are happy, then we have a great ecosystem. So to embrace the diversified devices and for collective intelligence world, I just mentioned that we have a design principles called one operating system kit for all. So design principles was actually pretty well, easy to understand. It's I guess a lot of you have maybe played legal or brought legal tours for your kids, right? So actually, I travel a lot, so yeah, so my son, yeah, yes. Sometimes I wanted to have a good relationship with my son. So the best way is to buy some toys to my kid. But originally I just brought him some very fixed style toys, but he can only play the toy just for 1 hour. So later I learned lessons, right? So I I bought a lot of like Lego based toys. So this means that he can devote a lot of his creativities into the tutorial. So for a single tutorial, he can use it to build different styles of tutorials. But the different tutorials, different forms of tutorials still share the same architecture, share the same foundation. So this is actually inspired the design of Open Harmony. So just like we're building an operating system kids together. I just mentioned there are over 1,000 kids, and I think the number is still increasing. And we have a unified architecture, and we can assemble different styles of operating systems for different devices. For example, for the smartphones, for the cars, for the watches, and even for the PC. So we can share the same architecture, share the foundation. So this create a lot of funds rather, and also this also create a unified ecosystem, and also in, enable seamless collaboration and cooperation among different devices building from the same code base. And we also, based on this philosophy, we're also building a kernel called Harmon kernel. It's a com- commercialized general purpose microkernel. We know that microkernel used to be special purpose, right? It's mostly used in scenarios where the resource is fixed and the application is fixed. So it's very hard to building our microkernel for general purpose scenarios. So we're also building on the Harmon kernel, I believe is the first general purpose microkernel, high performance microkernel for a lot of scenarios, including smartphones, uh, PC, personal computer, and the smart vehicles, and even for routers as well. So we have used it for in a lot of scenarios, and it shows a lot of flexibilities, and it also has community recognized security and safety, and it's has high performance. Microkernel is a traditional preset for poor performance, and we successfully achieved over 20% for certain scenarios compared to Linux. And almost Urban Harmony is a community effort. So we have a lot of people contributed to Urban Harmony. So one example is VSync. VSync is a community contributed a project from both academia and industry. So it provides formal verified, highly reliable, and high performance concurrency. You know, everyone knows concurrency is very important, and but it's also very difficult. I believe some big guy in our community say that told us that don't try to use concurrency unless you are fully understand that. So it's very important, but it's also very difficult. So we think it's contributed from the academia and also but have widely applied in Harmony OS as well as Open Harmony. And it's more important. It also creates uh, open source library called libvsync, and it's now part of Open Harmony project. So it means that everyone can use libvsync to build their concurrency kits. And also it's generate a lot of academia publications, including SPOS, in using ITC, in OSDI, and the SOSP. And also try to contribute to the global open source ecosystem as well. EROF is one such example. I think we built the file systems probably in back to 2018. 18, yes. And then we published paper in UC conference in 2019. And then this new file system has been adopted in Linux, in Android, but of course in OpenHarmony as well. So it's also a showcase that we can unify the academia and the industry as well as open source community together to build something that is really useful for the entire world. And Open Trust is another example. So, and Yubin is here. Yubin is one of hero of Open Trusty, and his team contribute a lot to the CH core, uh, Open Trusty kernel, and it's very important, right? So because we security is very important, especially for uh, IoT devices and also for some high security high scenarios require high security and safety standards. So it's provide robust TE security base and also system protections to support a wide range of security application scenarios. I think Rubin's team has also showcased a lot of scenarios that can benefit from the Open Trust project. And also we are working hard to building AI native capabilities, trying to bring in-depth intelligence innovation. So this including some of the scenario I just mentioned, but I think more is coming. So this all demands on everyone's collaboration and creativities. I think with a lot of attention to working on these aspects. Okay, so the next piece of technology part is Changjie. I think I know understand it's very hard for you guys to pronounce it, but just took the four characters. One is C, another is J, right? C means C++, J means Java. It's a program language that trying to embrace both the benefit of C++ and Java. So you want to be high performance, also be object oriented, and very easy to develop. So we also having a Changjie program management group on the OpenHarmony project group. So and I'm showing we I think we are pushing the case of making our Changjie open source. I think we after it's open source, we can benefit a lot more users and developers to engage into the Changjie project. Okay, so um, okay, I think I have 5 minutes left, so should have enough time to talk about the ecosystem part. Okay, just show you some examples. Um, I hope I can convince you that OpenHarmony is one of the most one of the fast growing open source open system community for smart devices. So now we have more than 70 organization contributors, and we have more than 80,200 uh, contributors, means that people directly commit codes to OpenHarmony project groups. And also, it's currently contains more than 120 million lines of code. And also, we have more than 1,013 software and hardware products based on OpenHarmony. So it has been a very booming ecosystem. Also, Huawei I just show you that tell you that I just told you that Huawei is just today is selling its first phone, uh, only shipped with Harmony OS Lex. It's powered by OpenHarmony. So we see that it provides secure at its core and provides smoother than ever. It has much higher performance, higher more better user experience compared to ever before, and also provides native intelligence, and also it has very native connectivities among different devices. So I believe that the smartphone, which called ProX, built with HarmonyOS Lex is very attractive to consumers. At least I cannot buy. I tried to buy a phone today, but unfortunately, I was not fortunate enough to uh, buy such a phone because it's instantly sold out after its first release. Okay, so I just mentioned that there are over 1,000 software and hardware products across key sectors, including the energy, transportation, industry, financial, healthcare, education, and the government. Uh, I just list a few here. So there's also a lot of source, open systems. Them use Harmony as its postfix. So for example, Power Harmony. Power Harmony is for electricity. I think I like this name because it's really for power, right? And it's powerful. So yeah, they have good name. And also we have a world-class cross foundation open source collaborations. I just mentioned in the opening, we built a strategic collaboration with the Eclipse Foundation, and I was very fortunate to give a keynote speech at the OCX 2024 in Ming, I think last October, and we have together worked together to build the Onira project, and we provide open work together to provide the open specifications and to serve devices for in multiple domains and regions to be truly compatible. And the Onira specification are based on OpenHarmony specification to ensure its compatibility and interoperability across all regions. I think we still have a lot to go, but we have a very good and very solid foundation now. I believe that this could be served as a solid foundation for more success in the future. Here is something I just mentioned. Eclipse Foundations, Onira is based on OpenHarmony, but also adopts a lot of our community resource here, right? So including a server, some are roster based, and also we hope that it's also can think global and co-local to establish through a collaboration together with the Eclipse Foundations and Open Autumn Foundations. Okay, so we're also engaging with the academia community as well. So that's the reason why we organize this technical forum in Rotterdam, because since tomorrow, uh, we're going to have two flagship communication conferences so just over the river. So it's S Plus is 13 year 30th anniversary for S Plus and the 20th anniversary for Eurosys. And of course, last year, Yubin organized on the first Open Harmony academia tutorial meeting at the S Plus 2024 at San Diego, which also gains a lot of attentions from the academia as well. I think we increasingly we are seeing more and more academia papers uh, based on Open Harmony. I think Yuanpei is here, right? So Yuanpei is going to present the graphics architectures of Open Harmony and Harmony OS at S Plus 2025 this year. And he's also going to present a paper in OSDI 2025 about the graphics architecture this year as well. And also we have the with the Eclipse Foundation and the based on Oniro, we also have a lot of highlights. So this is the European open source phones for innovators and also empower IoTs with the Eclipse Cantor integration. It's with continuous IP compliance workflows with customer building location tool chains. Right. So a lot of very exciting highlights here. I think it's also privacy first fully open source project. So I believe I'm very excited to this, and I hope we can work together to make OpenHarmony and make Oniro much better in the coming year. Okay, so I think I'm quite deterministic, right? Uh, Scheduling. Okay, thank you very much.